Hello everybody out there, hope you're doing great. I'm doing great. I just received some awesome news that I've been wanting to share with many of you for a long time. So that's what this update is all about. Good news, no more waiting, no more bad news, none of that. The Ghost Betwixt is just about fulfilled and everything is smooth sailing from here on out. So what I mean by that is the last few months, many of you know some of the obstacles that we've encountered with shipping, with missing plastic rivets for our dials, and some other stuff. Slowly but surely those dominoes have started to fall, especially over this last week. And today I got the last bit of news that I really needed to hear before I kind of shared everything. I wanted to put it all in one update that everything is taken care of before I kind of proceeded with that message. So earlier today I got a message from our international shipping partner that our games in Europe have finally cleared French customs, thank God. And they are on their way to the distribution center. I believe it is in France as well. It will get there either this week or early next week, I believe. And then the games will be expedited, from what I understand, and gotten to each of you as soon as possible. So some of you, as far as I understand, might be receiving your games next week, potentially just a little after that. So all of you in Europe who are part of this second wave, I cannot thank you enough for your patience. Very few of you have, shown any sort of frustration, and maybe you have been frustrated. I don't know, but I just really appreciate, your understanding with this. And it all started from there was a shipping error where I think I mentioned this in my last written update. When the games were printed, some of them went to Europe and the rest went to America, both on boats, obviously. And then I got word that, hey, Dustin, your games arrived in Europe, but there's only 80 of them when there should have been almost 300. So that was a shock to me. Those remaining 200 or so games were accidentally shipped to America. And then from there, we have had to do a second wave of shipping from America back to Europe. That's where they got caught in France, customs, and then this additional toy testing stuff came up, which was a surprise. We finally got that completed. And then there's a little final obstacle that I still don't know exactly what happened, but as of today, I received word that France customs is in the rearview mirror and smooth sailing from here on out, from what I understand. Who the hell knows what could happen at this point? I don't know, but that's great news. So that's number one. Europe fulfillment is currently underway and on its way to each of the rest of our backers. All right, update number two is, this is great as well. Many of you have been asking or requesting these missing plastic rivets. And I have a nice big box full of them. These are for the dials included in the deluxe edition. Many of you in Europe, all of you in Europe, I believe received these rivets. The American fulfillment did not receive these rivets. I do not know why. So, we have these now, and many of you have messaged me wanting to, letting me know that you didn't have them, and I have been collecting all those email addresses, and I'll be shipping those out probably this weekend. So if you haven't reached out to me, just please do. You can comment on this video, email me at theghostbetwixt@gmail.com, through our website, on Kickstarter, wherever. I've just been collecting them all in a spreadsheet. So again, these are for the deluxe edition dials to connect them. Very important pieces. Now luckily the game does not require the dials to play, so many of you have been able to play without the dials, but again, you've bought the deluxe edition for a reason, and you wanted to play with the dials, so now you finally can, which is great. So, third bit of news. If for some reason you do not have a copy of the game, you want an extra copy of the game, you have a friend or a family member or whoever, if you want an extra copy of the game, I did just receive the rest of our copies. They're currently boxed up in my house, and as soon as I get an order in, they're going out the door and fulfilled. So it's a quick process at this point. So that's pretty exciting too. Now that I have these rivets, I have the games, I can start really, doing more with this game. Go to more conventions. I'm going to be visiting a lot of local game stores and things of that nature, try to get it a little more into retail. So anyways, that's more of a personal thing on me, but that is exciting as well. So in case you want a copy, you know where to find it. Just go to our website, theghost.betwixt.com, and go straight through the link over to Pledge Manager, and you can buy one right through there. Now that all this logistical junk is taken care of, I can't tell you what a relief that is. Just kind of a burden it's been on my energy, and just, anything creative I've wanted to do recently with this game, I just don't have it in me. Now that this is behind me, Chapter 2 is officially back on. All this crap that has been going on the last, several months at this point, it's behind us. Chapter 2 is back on. I'm going to spend all my energy making that game. So if you have played Chapter 1 and you enjoy what you've seen so far, I really, think Chapter 2, as much as I love Chapter 1, I really do, Chapter 2 is going to be something else. There's a lot of exciting things. I can't wait to share more with you about that game. That's all I got. I appreciate you listening this long. Again, I never mean to talk for almost 10 minutes when I feel like 3 minutes of stuff to say, but there you go. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.